All right, we got Desmond and Brian from 6 Degrees. What do you guys call it? Is it 6 Degrees Creative?
Nah, 6 degrees.
It's six
Six
degrees.
Degrees. Okay, I
Yeah.
saw creative on here. I'm like, I thought it was a 6 Degrees. All right, cool.
LLC,
Yeah.
Right, right. Now, were you guys always creative?
Yeah, definitely.
Like even as like a kid, like as a kid, do you remember like being 7, 8 years old, like being just doing creative things?
I think me and B Wright are different. I think B Wright, if I could speak on his behalf, I feel like he's been a creative as a kid, like a game player, drawing, art, all of that shit. Me, I had to figure out my way into what I wanted to do and then kind of like grow into being more creative. So yeah, no, for me, I don't think I was that creative as a kid. I like playing sports. That's what I like to do as a kid, playing sports and just kind of like doing that.
What did you play?
Basketball.
I can tell you was a hooper, man. It's just a hooper swag. I'm a hooper too, so you can just see it. You see a hooper, know a hooper. Do you still hoop a little bit?
Nah, man, I done tore all types of stuff. I'm just like, I pull back. Iverson was my favorite player though, so seeing John Thompson, I was like, man, I grew up like literally thanking John Thompson for Iverson, man. So
right,
let's do that for real, for real.
Let me tell you about my Iverson story. When I think I was a freshman in high school, and it was a guy that was a senior named Jermaine Kimbrough, had major game, and he shared lockers with me. And I was JV, he was varsity. Mm-hmm. And he told me, he said, "Man, it's this dude that plays for Georgetown named Allen Iverson. He was a sophomore at Georgetown at this time." He was like, "Man, go and check him out." So I used to go home, put the VHS tape in there to tape it so I could peep his crossover. And I ended up getting a mean crossover. I can only go left or right, but I had that Iverson crossover before anybody. Yeah, I'm an Iverson guy. Yeah. What about you, B Wright? Were you creative growing up?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I was just creating stuff. I didn't think that it was, to me, it was just like, I'm just creating stuff just because it's just cool. So I really was just into a bunch of cartoons. I would say.
You mess with Pokemon?
Yeah, definitely when I was a kid. Yu-Gi-Oh, all of that stuff. I used to mess with all of that stuff. So I'm just like, I used to be head first, and I wasn't really into no sports. I mean, I did track in high school, but other than that, I was just the kid on the side just talking shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Honestly.
All right. Have you seen what those Pokemon cards are doing nowadays?
What is it? What are they doing?
Those Pokemon cards, man. And then you too, Des, go on eBay and look at sports cards and Pokemon cards. It's going crazy.
What, like selling and stuff like that?
Yeah, but like trading from back in it's going crazy. Like the Lucas were going for like $70 last year, and they're going for $1,600 right now.
I had a whole. Let me just tell you this. I had a whole bunch of decks and everything. But when you were a kid, you just be throwing them. Honestly, I was just talking to my other friend about this. I don't even remember the phase where I just stopped doing all of that stuff. It's just a blink. It just turned black, and I just stopped playing with it.
Yeah, it went dark for a long time. It's like these last 3 years been going crazy. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar went from $5,000 to $30,000 in the last 5 months.
Playing card? That's crazy.
On what?
This card.
Oh, the card. Yeah. Like how much they?
Yeah, the cards. Look on eBay. It's gonna mess you up. It's gonna mess you up. Like I think it was a Mike Trout that just went for like 3.2.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm talking about it's real bread going on.
I'm not gonna front. That's why I keep everything now. Now it's like everything going in a little box because I don't know what's going for 1.2, 1.5.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna go on. So yeah, that's something else.